Back on trail today. It's Friday, May 1st. Really want to thank my lovely, cute, smart, darling wife for giving me a ride up north for the third time for this hike. First time was Amicalola starting it. Second time getting off trail due to COVID, not knowing what was going on, and third time dropping me back off. And then she went up to Ohio to see her mom. Really appreciate it, Fran. More than I probably said, so I owe you one. Super nice day. It started out a little bit chilly, but it's nice now. See this beautiful waterfall behind me. I'm going to take a break in a shelter that should be about 0.2 miles from here, get a bite to eat and see how much further I want to go. It'll be about 10 miles. I might go a couple more miles to, or no, it'll be about 8 miles. I might go a couple more miles, see if I can find a stealth spot to camp. But happy to be back here. My legs are already sore. And I will see you guys later. It's 7:45, and this little guy was not even on the list of shelters, but it's called Queens. Oh boy. Queens Knob Shelter. It's got a little bit of lean to it, but people have been using the shelter. There's a nice big fire pit, a little bit of wood. This is what it looks like inside. I guess it's pretty open. You can sort of see through. So there's a lot of gap. So maybe it would keep a lot of the wind off, and then there's probably enough for one person. One person, two people, but it would be really close quarters. That's what it looks like from the side. Actually a pretty cool little shelter. Doesn't say there's any water around here. Little tin roof. There's probably a wooden roof in the beginning. That's this side. There you go. Oops. There you go. This is kind of cool. This rock wall in the middle of nowhere. There's no roads anywhere near here. I think possibly, again, when the CCC was doing all the work after the Great Depression, they put all those men to work. And I think, it could have been simply, hey, go pile the rocks, make a wall to keep everybody busy. But there's no farmland, there's no where to build a house, there's no fields at all, so it's not like a farmer's fence. So that's pretty cool. This is kind of cool. I'm making my way through this farmer's field. I'm on my way to Damascus. It's been raining like cats and dogs all day. It's the first break in the rain. It's about 1 o'clock. I've been on the trail since 5 a.m. This is kind of cool. It's like a crossing for hikers, and then it keeps the cows in. Pretty cool. Just this little step up. Ding, ding, ding. Hiya. 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 Well, that's it. That's what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to wait at the shelter, and I'll see if I feel like doing another 5 or 6 miles to the next shelter before the day is over. Sayonara. This is the first shelter out of Hampton, Tennessee. Looks like, and here's the board. So they're putting these up so people don't write on the walls. So this is what the shelter area looks like. There's a big fire pit. I've been gathering a bunch of wood for a fire tonight. And this is what the shelter looks like. So it's about a 6-man shelter. You can see I'll probably be the only one here. My pack, my water bag, my trekking poles. I'm getting ready to make some dinner. And then if you go to the back of the shelter, it sits way up on a like bluff. Here the back of the rocks, not much to see there. But then you can see over this big reservoir. Which is kind of cool. That's it. See you down the trail. I almost forgot my morning cup of coffee. Starbucks onesie. Pretty cool. I was hiking through the middle of kind of nowhere, and I came upon this little bench. It's sort of like just this little area, flat spot. There's a little gravel. Somebody built a bench and then has this view. So I'm going to sit down and reflect a little bit. One of the things that I am reflecting about is how I feel being back on the trail. And I guess I'll put this view in the back. And you know, I got off trail because of that COVID thing, and I experienced a lot of wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, wear a mask, keep 6-foot distance, don't shake anybody's hand, don't shake your neighbor's hand, no hugging, don't see your relatives, especially if they have kids. Keep your distance in grocery stores, special hours, don't go to work. And there are all these restrictions, and I feel free being back on the trail. So I guess I just feel freedom. So I was at the shelter last night, and a couple people popped in there finally. It was starting to get dark. There was a thru hiker that he was on the trail for 3 days. And then there was a couple that showed up along with another guy. His name is Camper. He's got a YouTube channel, I think Camper 2020. And I know the guy's name is Dinner Bell, and I forgot his wife's trail name. But I won't give a location because I think they're going to delay their videos a little bit. So if you guys are seeing this, sorry. So I'm going to just enjoy this spot. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I only hiked about 10 miles today. I don't want to overdo it. Sort of want to ease into this a little bit slowly. I have not seen a soul all day, not one single person since the beginning of the hike. And here's a 14-man shelter, and it's completely empty. So I'm the only one that's going to be staying here. I would call that social distancing at its finest. Not one doorknob, not one person, no nothing. So I feel pretty good about that. And of course, nothing would be complete without a great fire. So that'll burn down pretty well. It'll keep me warm when the sun goes down. Just sort of stare into it or whatever. But so there you go, end of day 1.